What is going on, guys? It's your boy BG, and welcome to the Unknown Minds podcast, where the unknown mind isn't so known. You feel me? All right. So I just got finished uploading one of my episodes, which apparently had dropped Monday. So I'm doing this is a way ahead of time recording and whatnot. And right now at this current moment, I was about to watch some Attack on Titan. For those who know me or those who don't know me, people who know me, they know I'm huge on anime, so I watch anime pretty often. But it was something that did definitely skim across my mind while I was just sitting here reminiscing. It is indeed 12:30 on the dot at night, and I was like, well, while I got time on my hands to just cook up a podcast real quick, why not just cook up one? So it's just all in the art of just taking initiative to doing what you need to do to get what needs to be done, which is this business, which is this podcast. But anywho, so in today's topic, we're going to pretty much be talking about, like, there's only one of you, yo. Everyone is not built to be in the position that you're in. Everyone's not built for it. Everyone's journey is different. And I was watching a live with Dantes and Kelly OG. And happy birthday, my guy. Happy birthday, Dantes, yo. You know, I got to say that to you. I definitely watch you on a regular basis, and you definitely give me the inspiration to keep going. When I don't have those type of positive influences within my circle, not saying they aren't positive influences. I mean, of course, the people I'm around aren't millionaires, and I got to go seek it. And that's definitely a huge thing. But I'm not going to really drift too much off topic. Bottom line is I definitely make sure I use the influences on social media to influence me to keep going, and these people's stories just be so inspirational. But anywho, yeah, everybody is not built to be in a position that you're in. Everybody is not built to be an entrepreneur. Everyone is not built for school, right? So we got to get it out of our heads that school is the only route to becoming successful or having money. Now, I'm not against school, or I'm not saying no school is bad, whatever the case may be. If you're going to go to school, then make sure when you go to school, you have something that you exactly want to do. And if that's your definition of success, of going to school, then so be it. Just don't have the mindset of saying that, school is the only route for me, because there are millions of people or millions of millionaires who have money, and they degree didn't support for their money. You know what I'm saying? They thousands of millions of dollars that they made. So everyone's route is not, the same type of route. And I was just thinking to myself, like, just focusing on these other people's directions. And a lot of entrepreneurs like to pressure people, saying, you know what, I quit my job so I can I quit my job, and then boom, I made $1 million. Look, the average business, honestly, the average measures only last up to at least two years maximum. 2 years maximum. So the average business only lasts 2 years. So with that being said, I wouldn't suggest anyone to just up and leave their job and then try to pursue being a millionaire, because, nigga, that is scary. My nigga, that's scary as hell, of just taking a nosedive and not really for certain that your business is going to prevail. Not saying that your business won't prevail, but without having any type of revenue that your business is accumulating, there's no way in hell you can just jump off of a bridge and expecting to survive. That's basically what it is. Or jumping out of a plane expecting a parachute magically glides on your back. You know what I'm saying? Magically just merges on your back, and then boom, you could safely glide your way down. I wouldn't suggest any entrepreneur to leave their job and thinking that things is going to roll the way they roll. Nah, they don't roll that way. Everybody can't quit their damn job to pursue what they want. Now, it may come into some instances, whereas if an opportunity comes into fruition and there's someone that you know for certain, I mean, and nothing is really guaranteed, but when you actually know, like, this opportunity is going to make me get to that next level, then you should take the opportunity. I mean, it still might be scary leaving your job, because you do know that that's what gives you the revenue, right? So it's like for myself. I mean, of course, there's times I want to say, fuck it, I want to quit, but my job hasn't, not my job, but my business hasn't accumulated revenue yet. You know what I'm saying? For enough for me to say I can just jump off of a fucking cliff. Because guess what? Gravity works whether you good, whether you bad, whether you hope, whether you don't, right? And the same thing dealing with trades. Same thing dealing with trades or dealing with like investing. Don't hope, because hope ain't gonna get you money, bro. Hope is not gonna get you money. So don't just jump off a bridge and just hoping that you're gonna survive. Have some type of goddamn parachute or something, you know, have something pre-prepared. And once again, I'm not knocking anyone. Like, if you feel as though that's the leap you have to take to elevate, then take that leap. But that route isn't for everyone. So not too many people leave their jobs and randomly make money. You know what I'm saying? I say you do something like that. It does add more inspiration to your journey. If and when you do get that $1 million or whatever goal you want to set for yourself, and if you still able to make that goal happen, although you took a huge leap, then my nigga, you're very confident. You're very risky, and I definitely applaud you for that. But not too many people can make that type of risk. You know, not everyone is built to be a producer. Not everyone is built to do podcasting. Not everyone is built to do the X amount of things. Because there's times sometimes I second guess myself whether or not if this podcasting game is really me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying I doubt myself, but sometimes making content can be very scarce for me. So I don't have enough inspiration. So I mean, now I know where I do get my inspiration from, because I listen to other podcasters or I jump in other Instagram lives, and whatever really relate to me, I definitely will make a podcast about it. So it doesn't mean that it's not for me, but sometimes you do get that level of uncertainty when you dealing with entrepreneurship or you have something bigger than yourself. Now, I'll be quite honest, I don't think that, you know, my goal, I know what exactly my goal is, but however, I don't know the whole entire route, every step of the way of the plan, because I do know when you set up a plan, it's always reroutes. You're always going to be rerouted in multiple directions. So it was sometimes I just sit there and second guess myself and be like, yo, like, is this really me? But nah, I'm very for certain that podcasting is me. I'm very for certain being an entrepreneur and being an investor is me, because there is no other route. You know, I was in school. I ain't gonna give you a whole in-depth story, but how I used to be in school and used to be in college, and I didn't really like it because shit was just headache, dealing with school, trying to get work on time and all this other stuff, and it's just like just being under someone else's wing on the work that I don't want to do, and that's not gonna help me with anything in the long term, such as like certain type of mathematics. I'm not calculus and shit like that. I mean, in the basic world, we're using addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. What the hell are you going to use calculus for? Like, unless you're dealing with a science major or something like that. You might deal with physics, or I don't know, even though physics is not a actual math major. I guess it can deal with some form of math, but yeah. So, and you do gotta understand though, you can push an agenda out there for people to be whatever they want to be, but that's exactly what it is. The people need to be who they want to be, or people need to be who they feel as though they are. And to push out an agenda of people being entrepreneurs or people going to school is not for everybody. Once again, entrepreneurship is not for everybody, and everybody is not built to leave their job. You know what I'm saying? Taking a huge risk like that. You know, sometimes you do got to jump, but definitely I think there's a difference between investing in yourself and gambling. Dantes said it himself. There's a huge difference in between both of those. For one, gambling is like you don't know what can happen. You're just having hope, right? And investing in yourself is taking a calculated risk. So you do know what can happen, but you do know the flip side of things. Gambling is like do or die. Basically, gambling is like do or die. So you have to be very aware of that. And for someone to just gamble their life away and leaving a job, there's many people who's been millionaires that had a 9-to-5 job and might have kept a 9-to-5 job until they can reach that level of revenue or wherever they wanted to get out of life. But does not mean the same is going to work for you. Just like my path and what helped me to learn and helped me to learn my purpose isn't going to be the same for everyone. So I have to make it clear cut that I'm only going to speak to ones who I can speak to. But for ones who don't understand, hopefully there is something within what I talk about that can help you figure out your meaning or your purpose, or why, may help you find your reason of pushing forward. Maybe something I might have said that might could click with you, and that might could give you an idea or inspiration of how you can find your purpose or how you can propel forward. Now, everyone wants an inspirational story. Every entrepreneur don't have the same inspirational story. Some people already have some wealth there. You know what I'm saying? They already have people that's very supportive. Once again, let's say Elon Musk, right? Elon Musk left school, but bro already had a degree. He already had a PhD in what he had, so he can leave school without a problem because he already had the sheet of paper. Let's see, who else? It's another one. I forgot what his name is. Damn, if I knew his name is, I know what his name is. It's just I can't get it off the top of my head. Not Jeff Bezos. Damn. I don't know if it's a dude from Microsoft. I don't think it's him. I forgot what the hell his name is. All I know is, bro already had a support system. I mean, his parents was already wealthy, so whether or not he jumps off of a fucking cliff, he know he had his family to back him up, so he can quit a job or quit school, and their parents will have the revenue to help him whatever he needed help through. Because I think his dad was a lawyer, and his mom was in some type of occupation that was making a lot of money, so he was able to take those type of risks. You see what I'm saying? And I started to learn that even me being a podcaster, I got to start moving a little bit differently too. And I had to really sit down and self-reflect. And from now on, I'm not really going to show too much of my process of what I'm doing at all times, because I know everybody don't care what I'm doing. Everybody's not in there for my best of interest. Everybody is not there to see me win. There are people that want me to win, and there are people that want me to lose. But just because I'm going on social media and so on, and I'm studying for investing, it doesn't mean I'm motivated to want to start studying for investing. People like to see results. So I do understand that. And now I'm beginning to understand that, when I go on social media and I start showing my process of what I'm doing, now I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing the show off for media. So I'm on a tip where I got to start dialing it back a little bit. I got to start doing the work behind the scenes, because in the end run, that's where it all pays off. So in that times too, sometimes posting stuff on social media can be pressure. You know what I'm saying? It could be a lot of pressure, because now you got to uphold this image. You know what I'm saying? But some people at times do need a little bit of pressure to keep going. And when you post things on social media, now you be like, man, I don't want to fall off of what I'm doing because I done did it so much. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, if I do all this just to turn back, what's the point of me keep going there? You know what I'm saying? What's the point of me starting in the first place if I knew I was just going to quit? That's the type of mindset people do have to have too. But at the same token, don't do it for people. Do it for you. Do everything for you, right? Do things for you, but also do things for others, right? Just because you're starting something, because you're doing something, when you succeed at what you do, then the inspiration comes in. Then as you continue to prevail forward, the inspiration tends to move people because of the fact that you got up off your ass and you made it happen. You got up off your ass and you got it started. So just all in all, I can say my whole entire journey, I can motivate as many people as possible, because there are so many people that have way of a tougher situation than I did. They've been going through so much. But just know, for the people who are going through tough situations, or who are able to listen to this podcast session, there has been someone that's been in your position and completely dominated the shit. Same for me. There's been people in my position and still prevail at the end of the day. All people need is someone that's been in their predicament and actually prevail. And even if it's not seen, let it be seen, right? Let it be seen to the point where you made it through it, and you show it to the world of what your struggles were and the things that you've been through. and let that translate into motivation for other people, because everyone loves a story. Everyone loves an inspirational story at that. People, the more genuine you be, the more genuine community that you make. So everyone, you have to be transparent with the people that you're trying to build, right? And a community builder, you have more supporters when you become more transparent as possible. Like, I can tell you my whole story, I can tell you everything, but this ain't the right time to be saying it. I'm trying to give you guys a saying that whatever you're going through, that is your story and your story only. Don't enforce people to, if you're a successful person looking at this, or if you have a goal to be successful, don't push an agenda out there for people who know goddamn well you have a different story from them. Now, it can be relatable because everyone, to an extent, or at least a black community, there are a lot of people in the black community that grew up in poverty and made something out of themselves coming out of poverty. And that's something to myself, right? I'm on that journey of making something out of myself. So one day, if I'm ever whenever I'm on a stage where I have to present my story, I have no problem doing it, because I think I've been through some very poverty times. I've been on food stamps. I've been under my mom's food. I used to be under my mom's food stamps and shit. If I'm gonna be real with you, I'm still on it now, Not exactly because I'm older, because of the fact that legally you can't be on your parents' food stamps if you're over the age of 18, I think, or 19 or 20 or some shit like that. But I still get help and assistance from them, and I have no problem with saying that. But see, that right there, that could be transparent with a lot of people. Or people grew up with poor parents. People who had parents that wasn't much of an inspiration for them, or never really an idol for them. So they had to find a way to improve themselves. They had to find someone else to not idolize, but someone who was more of an inspiration to them. I do know that, whatever story you're going through, you have an amazing story. I know you have an amazing story. Make something happen and tell your amazing story to people, because people want to be inspired by your story. And everyone has something that they're good at. That's something that they're good at doing, right? God bless you with a gift that was designed for you to be very talented at doing. That's why it's a gift. And that gift that he has given you makes room for you, right? And no one can't do what you do. So be great at what you do, and that people can't do what you do. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense, right? But anyways, I wanted this podcast to really be like 9 to 10 minutes long, but I'm going to leave you guys off with damn near almost a solid 20 minutes. But anyways, make sure if you listen to this whole entire podcast, make sure you 5-star this, comment down below, and this podcast will be streaming on all platforms, including YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or whatever you get your podcast. So lastly, faith plus great work ethic creates one of opportunity. Once again, faith plus great work ethic creates one of opportunity. And guys, just make sure don't never compare yourself to someone else's story, because they have a divine purpose. They purpose fit exactly with their story. So anyways, man, catch you guys later. See ya.